Okay, it is Labor Day evening, and I said in my video that you are currently going to be watching on Monday that this would be a two-parter, and this is the second part of my video on how to do the perfect steak. So, I do own a Big Green Egg. Oop, and there's a little bee on my phone. Go away, little bee, because if you sting me, I'm going to be in bad shape. Go away. Go, go, go. Had to get away from the bee because I am allergic to bees. Anyway, as you can see right there is my Big Green Egg. I bought the Big Green Egg about a little over 2 years ago. I have a regular gas grill that was starting to fall apart and did its use, and I was looking actually of getting a new gas grill. And then the store where I purchased my Big Green Egg actually told me about the Big Green Egg and what it can do. It can grill, you can bake, you can roast, you can use it as a pizza oven, and it is just the greatest thing that I've ever bought. It's one of my prized possessions, and it wasn't as expensive as a gas grill. Some of the gas grills I was looking at were well into the $1,000 things. So this Big Green Egg cost me about $900 with all its gadgets and stuff. So what we're doing now is we're going to fill it, and we're going to light it, and then I will show you the perfect way to make a perfect steak. Okay, I just lit up the grill, and I don't know if you can see the little flame going. So it'll take about 15-20 minutes to heat up. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to get the perfect steak ready. The nice thing about the Big Green Egg is it uses a natural wood charcoal, and you don't use any lighter fluid when you light it. You just use a little starter thing, which is this, and you light it, and it takes about 15 minutes for the grill to heat up, which is really nice. I will explain what's going on with this at a later date. So forgive me that you're looking at a ceiling that's peeling, but we'll explain that a little bit later on. Okay, if my selfie stick stays in place, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plate, and I will show you the next step of how to make a perfect steak. Okay, put that down. Oh, you don't need to see the mess. That's something I need to work on tomorrow. Okay, so I've got my steaks right here, and these are ribeyes that I got at the grocery store. So what I do is we're going to open it. We have multiple freezers in the house, so when meat is on a good sale, I'll buy a lot, and we actually have a food saver that's on the other side, so we suck up the meat, and it'll last for quite a while in our freezer. So what I'm doing is I'm getting some paper towel because these are really juicy. These have been defrosting in my refrigerator for about 4 days. When you take something out of the freezer, you want to let it thaw as much as possible. Usually for steaks, 2 days, 2 to 3 days will completely defrost them. So we're just taking them and we're laying them on the paper towel just to dry any juice that is running out of the steak. Take the paper towel. Okay, these have all been done, and I will show you via the steak that they're on the plate. Okay, now to make the perfect steak, you do one step, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I should have gotten my supplies ready. First thing to make the perfect steak, what you'll need is olive oil. And that's what's in this bottle. You'll need a rub. This is, bring it a little down in ditzy. And then I also use, garlic salt on my steaks. So what we're gonna do, and I'll kind of hold the thing up, is you're just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on each steak. Then with your fingers, you're just going to wipe it all over the steak. Do the same on this one. With the steak tonight, what we're going to have is we're going to have sweet corn and a nice healthy salad. So you put a little of the garlic salt on the steak. Then what you do is you're going to take the rub and you're literally going to, you're just going to cover the entire front of the steak. This may look like I'm using a lot. Actually, I'm not, and you want it to rub into the steak. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip each steak. Can get it on, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing on the other side of the steak. Okay, then I'm going to put the thing down. I'm basically doing the same thing to the other side of the steak that I did with the front side. So, let me go wash my hands. I'll move you over to the sink. When I bought the big green egg, I had actually just bought my stove, which I would show you if the top of it wasn't dirty. Tomorrow when we clean, I'll do that. So, now, looking at my steaks, you can see I did the same thing to the other side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put these in the microwave just to sit. We're not going to turn the microwave on. They're just going to go in there and they're going to stay in there for probably about maybe half an hour to 45 minutes. Now this is key to making the perfect steak. You do not want to put a cold piece of meat right on the grill. You want to let it room temperature. Usually with steaks, I found out that if you have a charcoal grill, the best thing, light your grill, then do your steak, and while the grill is preheating, you can have your steak all marinated with the rub and everything, get slowly coming up to room temperature. So, what we're going to do is we're going to walk out to the big green egg, and I can see that it is flaming pretty good. You can see more of the flame now. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it heat up for the time. We're going to get our corn ready. I'm going to do the corn in the microwave. I don't do the corn on the grill. And we'll get back with the next step in a bit. Okay, I am back. I forgot to put a timestamp. I did the steaks at about 5:10, 5:05 to 5:10. It's currently 5:30. The grill's got another about 15 more minutes to fully heat up, and then I'll close it, then do what I need to do. Ideally, when you're doing the perfect steak on the grill, you want to get the grill pretty hot. Ideally, you want an ideal temperature on a big green egg is somewhere between 500 and 600. Sometimes I'll even go above 600, but if you go that hot, you need to watch what you're doing. The other night when I was going to do the lamb chops, unfortunately, I got sidetracked with something that my husband was trying to explain to me, and I forgot to monitor the lamb chops, and the grill was actually at 800 degrees. So we ended up going out for dinner that night because I had to throw the lamb chops away because they were burnt. So the perfect steak cook temperature is about 550 to 600 is where I try to go. In about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'll show you how hot the grill is, and we'll start to do that. My perfect steaks do not take long to cook. They actually take a total of 8 minutes, and they are perfectly cooked. Now, we're doing corn on the cob and a salad. Most people will do a baked potato or some sort of potato. The reason I am not doing a potato is, one, my husband is a diabetic, and having that much starch is not good for his blood sugars. So, and two, we have potato salad that we're going to have a little bit of, not go hog wild with potato. So that being said, I will be back with you in about 20-25 minutes. We'll be good, and we'll go from there. Okay, it is 5:46 p.m. I'm going to go out and check on the grill. It should be ready to go. I just have to put the cover on it. Oh yeah, it's definitely flaming. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but it is getting hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the grill now. Put that there. I'm using my cast iron grill thing, so I'm going to get that ready. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to close it, and we're going to put the lid on it. Now, like I said, I do have a thermostat on the grill, so ideally when it gets above 500 is where you want it, and it shouldn't take all that long because it's already at 250, so that means that the grill is pretty hot on the inside. It's just going to build up, and it's going to keep going. So we're going to give it about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and it should be ready, and we'll put the steaks on. I've got the corn already in the microwave, so that's ready to go. And then we'll be putting the steaks on. Now, the corn actually takes a little longer than the steaks, so I'm going to start the corn about a minute before I put the steaks on so that they'll be done at the same time. So we'll be back. It's 5:47. We'll be back closer to 6 o'clock, and we'll get the steaks on. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Almost. It's 5:59 actually, but it's 6 o'clock on my computer. So we'll go with the 6 o'clock computer thing. Let's go check the temperature of the grill and see if we can start the dinner. And it looks like the grill has heated up. Yes, it has. It's almost at, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to pan in. It's almost at 500. Ideally between 500 and 600 is a good temperature. So the grill is now ready to go for the steak. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to get the steak out of the microwave. You ready to eat, dear? I'm going to. Sorry, I had to yell at him for a minute. Okay. The corn takes about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, 8 minutes. I'm going to put them on for 8 minutes. Get them going, and let's get the steak on. So what we're going to do is we're going to carefully not drop the steak because I'm doing this all one-handed. I should have probably paused this, but decided not to. Okay, yeah, we're above 500, so the temperature will drop slightly when I put it on. And what you want to do with the big green egg is you want to burp it. You don't want to just do that. I singed my hair many times. So we're just going to put the steak on. Grab this piece, put those on. So that's what they're going to look like. And then we're going to close the lid. And like I said, the temperature did drop, but that's okay. They're going to sit like that for 2 minutes. So we're going to come in here and we're going to set our timer for 2 minutes. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out here and we're going to flip the steak. And as you can see, they're still grilling, but what we're going to do is, actually, they've got a little bit hotter. You can see this, let's see, this one got a little bit more burnt than this one, but you know what, that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're going to let them go for another 2 minutes. Can you set the timer for 2 minutes? No, you're not there. Never mind. Okay, got 2 more minutes to go. So we'll be back in 2 more minutes. Okay, the steaks have been flipped twice. I flipped them. We did another 2 minutes. What I did is I closed the vent, I put the lid on, and I covered the bottom is covered, and they go for 4 minutes. And we are almost 2 minutes into the 4 minutes vlog. So I will show you in 2 minutes what happens with the steak. They'll be done. The corn should be done in a few minutes, or a few more seconds actually, because they put the corn on first. I was going to include this vlog as part of tomorrow's vlog. However, because it's long already, and because it's a special, it's a holiday, I'm going to do this as a special holiday vlog on the perfect steak. So I will be vlogging normally tomorrow like I did today. So when it beeps, we're going to take the steak off. I'll show you what the perfect steak looks like. We'll have a good meal, so I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, the timer is going to go off in the next 5 seconds, which actually it did. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you, when we did this, the temperature did drop, and that's what you want it to do on the final, because you don't want the steak to get too burnt. So what we're going to do is we're going to open that and just take a look at these, at how yummy these look. They're perfectly seasoned. Just brilliant steaks. So there you have it. That is the perfect steak. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching my vlogs and taking time out of your busy days to watch me. I'll be vlogging tomorrow regularly. I'm going to do some cleaning of the kitchen because the kitchen needs to be cleaned. Wednesday I do have an Apple appointment, so I will be vlogging from the Apple store. Wanted to wish you guys a great Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you had a great weekend. It was really nice and sunny here. Thank you for watching my vlog, and stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog. Okay, we're sitting down to dinner. Actually, I'm sitting down to dinner. Got my steak, got my salad, got my sweet corn back here, my salad dressing, my fruit punch water. I'm trying to not eat so much, trying not to eat so much or drink so much pop right now. My phone's not cooperating, so it's going to be on a thing. So I'm just going to cut into the steak so you can see the perfect steak. This is actually cooked a little bit more. Well done. You want it a little bit pinker, but that's pretty good. And great.